Hello everybody, this is Viridian welcome back to part of Let's Play Pokemon HeartGold. Last time we explored Route 1, made it to Pallet Town, and explored a bit of this route here too. We also took a look at what the trainer house has in Viridian City, and yeah, battle points are cool. And now we're here to finish the rest of this route here, which I'm pretty sure is Route 20. No, Route 19, my bad. No, 21. Jeez, I can't talk. And now we're gonna take care of all the trainers here. Now this girl right here. I love bikinis. If I had an electric bikini, I could wear it even winter. All these women, if I'm correct, are really disturbing in terms of what they have for dialogue. So on. That's a strange name I don't see often. And we're still gonna have Mary out front. We're battling quite a few water types, and Mary's pretty good against these water types in general. And Miss Azumarill is no different, because even though it's a bit bulky, it's still gonna have a hard time living a discharge from an Ampharos. Aww. Get some more money while we're at it. And there's more of this. And before I also begin saying anything else, today I'm recording this on a Sunday morning. It is once again morning because now my mother isn't working, but like they're off right now, and I can record easily in the morning because not many people of mine are awake, so it makes it easier for me to record. Sorry, I had to cut off that little thing there. Let's just move on. Whoa, a nibble, huh? A battle? Okay, let's go. Fisherman Liam. I'm trying to think of a Liam. I know. I'm pretty sure I do know one, but maybe I don't. Mary's gonna get a level up, so should I swap to somebody else? Man, my team's a bit weak right now. Let's just use Mary again. Mary can take care of these water types anyway. I'm gonna go Sutra. The only thing I've been able to do recently, I've been thinking about doing, was I was replaying Gen 5 game, most notably Pokemon Y. Oh, Power Gem! Okay! So here's the thing, Power Gem, at this point in the game I can finally learn it, but Power Gem is an 80, it's 70 power in this game? A 70 power special rock type move. So that's right, special, and it's rock type. It only covers, like, what, flying? But I already have electric, and it also covers ice types by a Focus Blast. It would be nice counter to fire, but the thing is, I already have a rock type, but Stone Edge isn't the best move. Listen, I don't know if I want to teach it that, but I need Thunder Wave to paralyze Pokemon. Okay, I'm not going to teach it right now. No, I don't want to teach it. Sorry. I'm not going to learn Power Gem right now. I'll learn it later, probably. I don't know, that's my plan. Like, once I'm done catching legendaries, I'm probably going to stop using Thunder Wave. This was next. Acrobatics. I promised I would do you next. That's not awful. I promise I do you next. It really doesn't matter who I want to send out here. In the second lane. Just in case I get in a double battle. Actually, I'm gonna do something right back, okay? I'll be right back quickly. Alright, we're back, and let's take care of the rest of this route here. Actually, I think there was a trainer over there I may have missed out. I don't know. I think it was. Let me check quickly before I go fight this guy again. And then not again. Yeah, there's this guy I missed here. And there's an item, right? Nope. I missed this guy. Gotta keep going. Just keep swimming, pal. Just keep swimming. As Dory once said. Tyson. Got nothing to say that. I mean, there's Tyson from the Pokemon Hoenn League. You know, the winner of the Hoenn League. There's that. Man, this is the time I wish I taught Acrobatics Giga Drain. This is cute as this. Somebody gave me a comment saying Typhlosion is fine as it is. No need to change moves, so I think I'll keep it like this. And nice, you were able to one-shot Quagsire with Fly. 16 levels lower. And then Octillery. Same story. So this thing can learn Ice Beam. It doesn't learn it now because it's not level 48. I might have a Roar Beam. Oh, Ring Out! That might do some damage. However, I'm pretty sure Octillery is less bulky than Quagsire. I mean, I can prove that. You guys are seeing me use it. Down goes Artillery, get more experience. Nice. And then Tyson's down. Ugh. I miss Glug Glug Yuck Yuck guy. Team Rocket guy with the Yuck Yuck. Whatever it's called. Alright, pull off. Question is, did I become a fisherman because I'm patient? Or did I get more patient because I'm a fisherman? It's like saying that you learn to cook, but cooking taught you. Oh my goodness, what am I saying? Lantern. Bad choice by me. I'm swapping out. Thankfully, you don't resist any of these type of U-turns, right? Alright, I always thought electric would resist bug, but it's fine. I'm glad it doesn't. If I got a crit that I would have killed. Who do I want to send out? Oh, this is actually a bit tricky who I want to send out here. It's gonna use Discharge probably, but I don't have a ground type anymore. Let me go with Solar Flight. Oh no, you just want to use Confuser or make fun of me with confusion. Earthquake is my option. But like, yep, and myself, Surf, Bubble Beam. Right, not everybody teaches their Pokemon Surf. This won't kill me. Come on, get through Solar. Just get through. Nope! Unbelievable. Yeah, unfreaking-believable. Poor Solar. Unbelievable. Just 50% chance getting through. Yeah, right. Man, I wish this was Gen 7. Summon a sandstorm wall at it. Am I slower than a lantern? No way. I knew I should have gone for Tyranitar. Thank goodness. Down. Oh, you have another Pokemon. Another Lantern? Oh, a Mantine. Goody. Oh, wait. I'm part rock. And I hit. You're definitely dead. Mantine's got, like, not very good physical defense and, like, no physical attack. Yeah, you're dead. Gideon. Hey, it's Gideon from Gravity Falls. Why did he become a fisherman? I have no freaking idea, but he has a career now instead of just being little himself. Man, I love that show. Don't know if I like this or that or Star vs. the Forces of Evil. It's really tough to say what's the better show. Most people will say Gravity Falls, but I just like Star vs. Forces of Evil for what it is. Even how I originally started. It's so odd watching original couple of episodes from Star Versus and then watching like the end of it because it's drastically different. Because the plot's most notably. Nothing else, so I can skip that guy even though I don't want to. Oh, you're here in the middle of nowhere. I could have skipped you, pal. Swimming is a full body exercise, so it's really good for building strength. I'm not really much of a swimmer. I never liked water in general. I feel like it has something to do with my gaming life because when it comes to gaming, water levels I freaking can't stand. Pokemon is definitely an exception because it's just I need a water type on my team. So I gotta surf around, you have to surf anyway. But like, let's say Mario games. Like, let me give an example. Super Mario 64. In that game, there are like 2 stages that are water levels with some bonus rooms as well. But like, there's Jolly Roger Bay and Dire Docks. Both of those levels has creatures I can't stand. I freaking hate eels, and sharks are definitely no different. And I've been terrified of those 2 things in Mario 64 ever since. Like, I was terrified of going to Jolly Roger Bay just because of that freaking eel, but then afterwards I started becoming less scared, and it's Bootops. What'd I do? You probably have a rock move. I'm gonna swap out. You don't resist bug. Rock does not resist bug. That's a good thing to note. What's it gonna use? A rock move? I'm just gonna use Octavio. But back to my story. Mario 64, I was freaking terrified of those eel, that eel. Unagi, is it the name? Yeah. What are you? Sick. Because, well, get your priority, sir. But I was terrified of that freaking eel just because of how it looked in the N64. Like, it looked freaking terrifying. However, I grew up with the DS version, and I had to deal with not that game with an eel, but also New Super Mario Bros. DS. Because I grew up with those games in general, in terms of my DS era. Like, those are the two games I played the most. So yeah, you better believe I'm still scared. I still don't like that eel. However, I've gotten over it since then. But, like, it's water levels is just not fun. And then in Dire Docks, there's that shark in the near the vortex, whirlpool vortex. Like that's, or isn't that like already like enough? And acrobatics, so you get my gold up, yay. Do I want to U-turn into someone here? Don't think I don't want to. I mean, what's Golda gonna do to my artillery? What was I gonna say? Anything else I wanted to say? Cause like the Artidox is that shark. Oh, and that's not it. There's also a tiny huge island. There is a bit of a water section, but in there's that gosh darn fish that just eats you up. Like that fish also scared me just because like, oh my goodness, like that fish like already gave me nightmares in New Super Mario Bros. DS. All those creatures in New Super Mario Bros. DS that go to Mario 64 DS version just freaking terrify me. The eels, the sharks. Well, the sharks I wasn't scared of in New Super Mario Bros. DS, but New Super Mario Bros. DS, but in Mario 64 DS, I was definitely scared of. Just something about the fact they were near a vortex just never got to me. But then when I got to like the second half of Dire Docks, I wasn't even scared of it all. I don't know what was wrong with me when I was a child. Just water and levels in general, I was never a fan. Then again, I've seen worse. Banjo-Kazooie sharks. Oh man. Banjo-Kazooie is definitely aged well, considering that he's, gonna be part of Smash Bros. Soon. So we got one more trainer left, and Acrobatics leveled up, and I need to get Octavio level up. Godzilla level up soon. Don't worry, I will. Bird Keepers are so wonderful with their bird Pokemon. Yeah, that makes sense. Easton? Where's Weaston? Man, I can't be funny as much as other people. Ice Beam you now. So what else do I want to say? Like those three ant creatures in the Mario 64 games, I just can't stand at all. And it's funny enough, I played through White 2, and I used an Electros on my team, and I named it after Unagi, that dumb eel in Mario 64. I can't stand. So what else do I want to talk about? I'm trying to think because, quite frankly, these matches get really boring, and I want to talk about more stuff often. I mean, like I said, I am planning to play through Black on my own time right now, just because like Gen 5 still has definitely aged well. Its story is so good. The amount of Pokemon there are really good as well, and then the gym leaders feel like actual main characters too. Like they're not just gym leader trainers who just have strong Pokemon. In those games, they have actual jobs. Like seriously, they do. The Triton trio brothers are all connoisseurs or just chefs. There's who else is there? I'm trying to think who else is there. Lenora's a librarian, or one of the librarian keepers. We have Berg, who is... Well, Berg, I don't really see him having I don't play enough of Gen 5 in order to figure out what it is. At least as a performer for the most part, a model. Clay is like a miner or something like that. This guy is a pilot. Pilot or whatever you say it. And then... what else is there? Bryson, I don't see him do much, but like... I know the last one, Iris or Drayden. No, majority of them have jobs. I just don't see it often. But they do feel significant, and you really hung on with like 1 health, really. It's fine. Nasty Pie is good and all, but you're not gonna take advantage of it right now. You're dead. And in case you're wondering, I haven't picked. The reason why I want to play through Black is because I've never picked Snivy on my team as a starter. And yes, I know Snivy is a hard starter to use because he or she, whatever you want to say, does not get very good moves to level up right like that. But anyways, let's not talk about that right now. We are in Cinnabar Island. In Cinnabar Island, look what's happened to the place. This whole place right here has erupted. As what we'll get to know. However, we do have a Pokemon Center, thankfully, so we can heal from here. But we have no shop here, too, unfortunately. So, that's a shame. So let's see our team. Thank goodness, because Solar embarrassingly lost to a confused Ray Lantern. And let's go talk to whoever we just saw right there. Because, who knows, maybe we'll get some information out of him. But first, if we read the sign, yeah, the ravaged town of the past. Yeah, Cinnabar has erupted, even though there was no volcano near it. It's just an easy misconception, I guess. I don't know. All I know is that the place erupted and is now, like, empty compared to the other Cinnabar Island games we see nowadays. But if we talk to this guy right here, it's a familiar face first off. Who are you? My name's Cartm. I was once the Kanto champion, although it was short-lived thanks to freaking genius. Anyway, take a good look around you. A volcano erupts, and just like that, a whole town disappears. Thanks, Entei. Now I know who to blame for all this. We can go on winning and losing in Pokemon, but if nature so much as twitches, we're gonna be overwhelmed in a second. That's the way it is. But anyway, I'm still a trainer. If I see a strong opponent, it makes me want to battle. If you want to battle me for real, show me how many Kanto badges you've got. 6. You're not ready to battle me. So, yeah, Cartman here, I know it's blue, just gonna name Cartman after my last Let's Play here. Is a gym leader now. He actually is a gym leader. Believe it or not. And maybe I should not spoil that, but come on, guys. Who else is gonna be the gym leader of Kanto? I mean, isn't it shown in our ID card too? Yeah, see? But anyways, Garmin here is here because he used to smell right. I don't know. He just wants to check out the place for no reason. I don't know why he's here, to be honest. But in order to challenge him, we need to have 7 gym badges, believe it or not. And there are hidden items everywhere in this island, but we cannot access any of them because we do not have rock climb. Man, Gen 4 and their HMs. Yeah, I gotta tell ya. So all we can do is move on. And you're probably wondering, no gym? Dude, where's the gym? There's like only like a couple towns here. Does Lavender Town have a gym? No, Lavender Town does not have a gym, obviously. Cinnabar Island technically has a gym, but you'll see where it is. And first off, I need to check how much time it's been. Really? It's almost been 30 minutes. It's already been like, what, 20? It's already been like, what, 20? Almost 20 minutes. But instead, what we're going to do today is explore Route 20 here, because we have quite a lot of trainers to do, and not much items to pick up, but we have quite a lot of trainers to fight. So who should we use next? That's what I don't know. Let's see. Who's ready to level? You're ready to level up, you're far away, and then you're definitely far away. I'm going to use Solar. I know, I shouldn't be using a fire type against water trainers, but I think Solar will be fine. I guess it's impossible to swim all the way to Johto. Of course it is. There's like blockades everywhere, right? Yeah, and then there's land in some routes only. You get that. Like there's a Zoomer here. I don't think this Zoomer will be able to kill me. If we use Earthquake, that is. I got Timid Nature, but I got Soft Sand boosted. I think we should be fine. Right, Solar, please? You haven't been really proving much of your warning. I don't know what to say. Yeah, see, this is gonna do squat. Don't worry. It's a Zoomero. It's got, like, no special attack. See? 30 damage. Not scared. No fear. And now Zoomero's down and out. And Frankie's defeated, too. Yeah! What kind of noise is that you make whenever you lose a battle? Why would you make a noise like that? That's what I don't get. I'm probably gonna buy all these water trainers here. She's like, sorry. Mina! There's an obvious name I can make, but like, I don't want to with this one. Oh, also, you have a trash Pokemon with you. Let that sink in. I'm pretty sure these love this hold the heart scales, but really, you can just wait till a swarm encounter happens and then grind heart scales out of these love discs. See? It can't even live a timid nature earthquake. That's how freaking weak this is. I should be careful because I need earthquake PP later on, but like, then again, I could just go back and heal. I don't mind wasting repels. I can go back to fly anywhere just so I can buy some repels, which I am going to need to do that later today. Also, I should note to actually get a phone number in each episode, which I haven't done today because it is morning and I can't really get a phone number right now. If it were Monday, I'd be able to do that right now, but no, sir, absolutely not. No. Let's just instead Earthquake Loves Discs, because that's a good idea. I'll probably put like a phone number at the end of this episode, probably. That's my plan. And then put another one at the beginning of the episode. Chad, what do you want? Oh, Daisy, right out there, because they're related. I should remember to actually get Daisy's massages each day. I can get ahead of schedule for Blue's phone number. And there's a hint at him somewhere. And so it's right in front of me. It's Stardust. Cool. And I could probably take care of this next right here. Let's go see what I should do for this fight here. I think I'm just gonna keep Solar in. No, I'm gonna take care of this trainer here. In this trainer here, we have a bird boy. Hey, will you battle me? I can't really... Of course I will, but like... Hey, it's Ernie! Dude, what happened to your brother Bert? Oh, you got Starly with you too. That's cool. It's another one of those trainers where they show off a Pokemon. Of course, it's not going to do much about it. Just want to show it off because, you know... Dude, we already caught one, though. You can catch one, like only in a specific tree that you can... That's not, like, you know... You said it every game. But sorry, Ernie, that's it. You're done. Sorry, Ernie. Ernie Gang will never return. Sorry, Alpharad. Any hint at him here, too? No, that's a troll. Cool, thanks, game. I wanted to get trolled, of course. When I was a kid, I only played inside the house. Now I love playing outside with Pokemon. I feel ya, but at the same time, I've always been an indoors person. Like, Cheyenne. I definitely know a friend of mine is Cheyenne. But... when I was a child, basically, I liked going outside often. Like, really did. Nowadays, I can't stand outside often just because it's way too crowded. Most of the time, whenever I go outside, it's just, like, how do I put this? Especially in school activities, like, it gets way too crowded outside. Like, whenever it's lunchtime and I want to go to the cafeteria, but then it gets too crowded. That's just an indoor place, but whenever, like, near a quad or something like that, it's gonna get crowded. That's why I was just staying in class and then have my lunch there. Because it's less loud. Found it. A trainer that I can enjoy fighting. How do you know, pal? Protagonist syndrome. Oh, you're Ernie and Burr on the same route. Man, this is the Sesame surfing route, boys. No, we gotta do is find Oscar, Elmo, Cookie Monster. Oh, what freaking perfect moment to fight two bird boys, Ernie and Bert. I should name the episode after this. Oh my god, that should not be way too funny, but Ernie and Bert are in the same route. What freaking beautiful luck. This can't be a coincidence. This can't be a freaking coincidence, and they're the same bird class too. I'm hoping I got the names right, otherwise I feel freaking dumb. I'm hoping it's Ernie and Bert. I mean, why not? I lost with all my strength. I try to imitate his voice, but I can't do it. Sorry, Bert. Sorry, dude. Oh my goodness, I love this game. So, I think that's it for every trainer around 20 here. I'm hoping anyway. And if that is, I think I might end the episode here soon because we really don't have much to do here. I might go over the new encounters at the... There's an item there I need to get. What is it? Oh, no, there's a trainer here, duh. Look, it's my very best swimsuit and my very best Pokemon. Leona! Where's Fiona? And also, you got Bidoof on your team. You've got God himself on the team, dude. You know how hard it is? We're gonna flamethrower you, obviously. You're not water type. I was confused on why I haven't been doing it. I realized, oh wait, I'm also no water type. I always forget Bibberl's a water type, to be honest. It's a great HM user, but like, I never expected it to be an actual water type, but hey, it's fine. But you're also one of those trainers that shows off a Pokemon instead of just giving me actual experience. Mother, thanks for calling me, girl. Thanks. Sure. Man, I've lost track at this point. Like, a long time ago. There's an item here. We have a Deep Sea Tooth here. Now, this right here is an item aimed specifically to a certain Pokemon, but we can encounter it in a bit, and I'm not going to explain what this does yet. I promise you, we're going to meet it very soon. In fact, it's like right to the right of this route. But first, let's go fight this girl here before we end the episode. Are you in a hurry? How about a quick battle break? What I'm probably gonna do is stop after this. Adrian, isn't that like a boy's name? Anyway, you're another one of those trainers that shows up a Pokemon and moves on. It shows up a whole winter string of Pokemon and gives you little to no experience. But what I'm probably gonna do is go back to Viridian Forest and go over the new encounters that I never went over, or the Hoenn and Sinnoh Sound Forest Pokemon I never went over. I need to do that soon anyway. Not have an idea what to say for them, but I'm probably going to do that instead of exploring the next area here, Seafoam Islands. But right now, we're probably just going to fly back because we're done finding these trainers here. We're probably just going to fly back to Viridian City now and go over the new encounters quickly. So I'll see you guys there. Alright, here we are in Viridian Forest. Because I didn't do it last time, I might as well just go over the new encounters. And then the Hoenn Sound Pokemon first up we have is Numel. Numel is a bit of a strange Pokemon, and that's not a bad thing to say for this case, because Numel's got some cool things going for it in this generation. Fire and Ground is really good type offensively, gets good moves later on like Lava Plume, Earthquake, Earth Power, and if I may suggest as well, I recommend evolving at a level 45 or 41, whichever one you want, because level 41 it gets Earthquake, and at level 45 it gets Flamethrower, and it doesn't learn Flamethrower as a Camerupt. So if you want Flamethrower, there's that. And it doesn't learn Earthquake till level 49 if you choose to evolve it earlier. But that's just my opinion. And also, if I suggest catch it whenever... Excuse me. If I may suggest when to catch it, I recommend catching it with the ability Simple. Because Simple will turn into Stealth Rock. My goodness, I can't talk. Into Solid Rock. Which basically reduces your weakness by one... It's basically Filter. While Oblivious will turn into Magma Armor, which will basically never get activated. But on a Camerupt. Camerupt is a very respectable mixed attacker with alright HP and defense, but rather poor speed. You'll have to be careful when fighting water types because it's its biggest weakness, obviously. And Solid Rock is a better ability to have, obviously, but it doesn't really benefit very much because it only has 2 weaknesses, but it's better than Magma Armor, so I still take it over that. What it has, other than that, you've got Rock Slide as well. You got Earthquake. And most notably, this thing gets Eruption, one of very few Pokemon to learn to level up. Basically, it's not a very good user of Eruption, though, because of how slow it is. So I do suggest using Choice Scarf on it if you're going to make it an Eruption user. But let's see if you can outspeed opponents otherwise. So, Rock Slide covers its other weaknesses, I guess, for other type covers. Really, it's just a solid Pokemon, and because these games tend to lack good fire types that you can't access till post-game, this is one of the better ones you can get, especially since Fire Ground is such a good type offensively. Yeah, definitely recommend this one, despite the fact that it comes in this late in the game and it's low leveled. But really, it's not hard to train this guy up to the level you want it to be to get Flamethrower or Earthquake. Really, it's good. Next up is Spoink. A very standard Psychic type, but with... I basically consider this more of a special tanky Alakazam, but better, packs more of a punch unlike Hypno, because this thing is special tanky when it's evolved as well. Both its abilities aren't exactly great. I guess I take Thick Fat. I don't know. It does. If I also suggest I do evolving this thing at level, I evolve this thing at level 46 because it gets Power Gem at that point, and it's gonna be a good coverage to Bug types. You know, one of its bigger weaknesses, and it does learn Psychic earlier than that if you do choose to evolve it that late, and you can get it evolved that late too. So you might as well just go for that level. Grumpig as a Pokemon is just very standard of a Psychic type, and Other than psychic moves and power gem, to level up it gets bounce, but quite frankly it's a pretty bad user of bounce because of its poor attack. Like really, it's a horrible user of bounce if anything. Otherwise you got rest and snore. Snore's not a very good move if you ask me. You got rest, which is nice. And into TMs you've got focus blast, grass knot, charge beam, yeah, and shadow ball too. It's alright, it's just doesn't really stand out compared to other psychic types, but at least it's usable. Next up is Badoo. You know, for being a grass poison type being very standard for Generation 1, I think this Pokemon does pretty well. Why is that? Well, first off, it has to evolve through happiness in daytime, but because you catch it so low leveled and you have access to friend balls, I think it's very easy to get this guy fully evolve into Roselia. And Roselia learns pretty good moves to level up. I mean, it's got Giga Drain very early on compared to other grass types who don't even learn it or learn it at late levels. That's where Roselia has an advantage. And it also got Toxic Spikes, and unlike most of the other grass poison types, this thing is fast. Like really, it can set up Toxic Spikes or Stun Spore you pretty fast as a grass type as well. And very good offenses too is Sludge Bomb through TM, Shadow Ball through TM, well it's only accessible to when it's evolved. Extra Sensory and I think Spikes as well are egg moves, but I don't think that's such a bad thing when you've got Toxic Spikes and all those good moves to set up as well. Roselia is just a very solid grass poison type, like a very better one than most of the others. Like the others are pretty slow, this thing's got so much going for it. Both its abilities are good, though I do recommend Natural Cure more often, I guess. But really, I should mention, like every other Sin Evolution, you're not going to get fully evolved until post-game, until the end, until we get all gym badges. We're getting near that soon, and getting the moves you want, it's really up to you what you want to be fully evolved. Level 40 is my suggestion if you ask me. But really, it's up to you what you want. A very good Pokemon, and just so good in general. Nothing much else to say for this guy. And last up is Carnivine. Carnivine is a bit of a strange Pokemon to talk about because it's got alright mixed attacking stats, but the rest of its stats are mediocre or poor. I mean, it's got pretty low speed and alright HP and defense stats, kind of like Camerupt. But the difference is, its move pool isn't as good as Camerupt, and grass isn't, like, pure grass is not a very good type defensively too. It's got more weaknesses than Camerupt as well, but what does this thing have? Well, it's got Crunch, eventually, Power Whip, Ring Out. Early on, you got Bite, Vine Whip, and Feint Attack. And to TM's Grass Knot. Yeah. This thing is very hard to use. I don't know. It's just, this thing is not very good because even though it's got alright mixed attacking stats and alright moves to level up, its other move pool isn't that stellar. Because outside of Grass and Dark moves, you got Sludge Bomb to TM. Nothing much else, really. This thing, and also Levitate on a Grass type too, when it already normally resists it. Well, just take an immunity, you'll be fine. Carnivine is a bit of a strange Pokemon that I really don't know what to say, just because it's just not very good in move pool, and it hits alright. Just it's mediocre compared to most grasses I've gone over. Like, I'd still say it's better than Sunflora just because it's faster and at least does something instead of just doing nothing for the most part for Sunflora. But just my opinion, it's alright but not as good as other Pokemon. And that very much does it for this. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time for more Pokemon HeartGold. We're gonna go explore Seafoam Islands later. So, any day between 1 to 2 p.m., you can find Jasmine at the Olivine dinner place, or whatever it's called. These empty dishes in front of me are not all mine, or actually the person who sat here ahead of me ate a lot. Anyways, you want his phone numbers? Yeah, so any time of the day, basically, you can give Jasmine's phone number, but it's between 1 to 2, and I'll figure out what's next. And she challenges you on Wednesdays in the afternoon. However, like I said, we're not going to be able to do gym leader rematches until we got all 16 gym badges. In the meantime, I'm going to prepare for next episode. Now I'll plug another phone number. That's my plan.